Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great start to your week. Hope you had a great weekend as we start another week here of our lives, and hopefully you're getting your notices. And Elise, good morning, as we do our usual roll call. Carol, good morning. Rosalinda, Niagara Falls. Rosa, good morning. John, Elgin, Illinois. And Melanie, good morning. Anna, Hamner. Carrie, Nebraska. Mary Jane, good morning. Connecticut, right, Mary Jane? Nick, from our staff. Etta, Holly, nice to have you on. Wendy, good morning. From Markham. Kevin from Oshawa. Mary. Diane. Fran. Orangeville. Lots of vitamin D ahead, right? Rita. Rosemary. Brenda. Campbell River. British Columbia. Surrey, BC. Rita, good morning. Brahim, Portland, Oregon. 100 degrees yesterday. Wow. James. Sharon. Sue. Manitoulin Island. Oh, beautiful. Laura. Helena. And Donna. Good morning, Donna. Vilma. How are you? Jane. And Deb from Timmins. Debbie from Sturgeon Falls. Lise. Good morning. Gail. Saskatchewan. Nice to have you on. Diane. Thunder Bay. Daphne, good morning. Elma, good morning. Jean. And Joe, good morning. Maria. Couple more. Rose, how are you? Nice to have you on with us. Karen. And Karen. Two Karens. One with an E and one with an I. Yolande. Good morning. Ingrid. Calgary. Bev. C. And Catherine. Springdale, Newfoundland. Tammy, good morning. And Marlene, good morning. Okay, here we go, guys. Carol from Alberta, good morning. And Dawn from Dayton. Ruby. Oh, I almost sang. Okay. Now, what we're going to do this morning, we got 3 or 4 stories that I've been following. Articles from different sources and different topics a little bit. So we'll do a little bit of a hodgepodge Monday, if that's all right with you. I think you'll find it interesting. I want to talk about this one that came up first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, this is a study, actually, that was done on protein intake. I don't know if you saw it or not. I don't know if it made any kind of mainstream media. I doubt it. But it talks about the difference between the absorption of plant protein and animal protein. And guys, you know where I stand on that, but this is confirming what I've been saying all along, okay? Protein is king. It's the king of the castle when it comes to nutrient that you need. Now listen, you need protein and you need fat. And do you really need carbohydrates? Well, technically no, but I'm not I'm not an advocate for never eating any carbohydrate. Well, good luck with that. Most people, they talk to me about a carnivore diet or whatever, and look at, I'm trying to be reasonable. That's why I like the 30-day program, where you're not having anything from the plant kingdom, and you're not having carbohydrates, and you're not having any sugars. But there's a reason for that. And metabolically, we're trying to fix insulin resistance. That's the overarching principle of the reset. And it's very effective, and it works. Now, let's get back to this study. What they did is they take the plant protein, the meatless craze, and compared it to chicken, not to steak. You would think they'd take the plant protein, plant-based meatless burger and compare it to a hamburger. I'm sure they'll do it, but this was versus chicken. And you know what they found out? They found out that the body absorbs the protein from chicken better than the meatless burger. I'm glad they did the study. Why didn't they ask me? I could have told you that without a study. Because your body adores protein. And it especially adores animal protein. In eggs, meat, and cheese. Fish. Your body adores it. So if someone tells you, well, you shouldn't be eating that stuff, you won't hear that on this program ever. Your body takes it in better. It's just simple as that. Your body takes it in better. And guys, when it comes, and what does that mean? What is the significance of that? If your body absorbs protein from the animal kingdom better than the plant kingdom, well, that's significant. That's significant for energy. That is significant for weight loss. That is significant for your overall health. Guys, let me say this again so that you fully understand it. It's not calories. It's not calories. Calories, don't count them because they don't count. Don't count calories. If they don't count, they don't count. They really don't count. And the reason in the weight loss industry that they've used it for as long as I can remember, and it's led to yo-yo dieting, people counting calories. It's the worst thing you can do. And you know me, what I've been telling you, repeat. It's the quality of fuel that counts. Your body is looking for high octane fuel. Now, if you were to go to the gas station today, I kind of laughed because I saw something on, I don't know if it was Facebook or where I saw it. It tells you to wear a mask to the gas station. Not to put over your nose and mouth, but to put it over your eyes so you don't see You don't see the meter running. You got to mortgage your house to fill up your tank. They said put a mask on so you don't see it. But guys, you want high octane. You don't want 87. Plant protein is 87 octane. You want, well, I would tell you to get to 99% octane from food. Jet fuel. Go to the airport. Have a look at the planes. And they're getting filled up with jet fuel. Not what you put in your gas tank. It's fuel, but it's a much higher octane fuel. And that, guys, is so significant. And here we have a story. Here we have a study that will never make mainstream news, at least I don't think so, telling you that the bioavailability of animal protein is higher than plant protein. Hello? I've been saying that for a long time. It's fuel. And when it comes to where your fuel, okay, every cell in your body has mitochondria. Okay? You probably learned this in high school. Every cell in your body has mitochondria, battery packs. They release ATP. You take in fuel, your body breaks it down, absorbed, gets into the bloodstream. It's being delivered to your cells, from your brain to your toes. Your cells take it in, and the manufacturing plant in there, the mitochondria, spit out ATP as energy. But guys, what goes in must come out. It's really important to understand. Now listen, your body, which is fearfully and wonderfully made, your body will use whatever fuel you give it. It will. It'll use it. We've talked about brain. The brain is headquarters. It's the federal government. It takes 25% of anything you eat. If you eat sugar, it goes, okay, I want 25% of that because I'm the boss. Give me your taxes right off the top. Have you ever been on payroll and you're making so many dollars an hour, and but when you get your paycheck, and now today it's usually deposited right into your bank account, but whatever, you see the deductions. Like, what? You know, you're making so much an hour, but then there's deductions, right? And the federal tax, whether you're in Canada or the United States, they take their chunk, right? They take their chunk of that. For your own good, they say. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. What I am saying, whatever fuel you decide to give your body, I mean, your body will use it. But the production of ATP, the energy that you will produce will be directly proportional to what you eat. And I try and teach that. I've been trying to teach that for 50 years. And that's why, you see all my books behind me there. I always talk about protein as being king. It's the king of the castle, and carbs are the dirty rascal. And protein, especially from animal sources. Guys, this is science. It's not propaganda. If you want to have plant protein, go for it. But you can't convince me, nor will you convince your body that that's better for you than animal protein. Because that's the real king. It's the king in nutrient density. That's the king. And your body thrives on it. And look at how, think about this for a minute. Look at how God in nature put food together. Like when you look at, when I always say, eggs, meat, and cheese, EMC, EMC, EMC. Eggs. What do you got? Fat and protein. Any carbs in eggs? Nah. Meat? Fat and protein. Cheese? Fat and protein. That is the way you're supposed to eat fat. Because fat's not bad for you unless you're eating the bad fat. Fat's not bad. Fat is excellent in nature. It's excellent. Surrounded by protein. Even when you're eating blubber, there's protein in there. It's high fat. But that don't make it fat. It doesn't make bad cholesterol. No, it doesn't. Never has, never will. That's why the Inuit don't get heart attacks. They only get heart attacks when they eat our food. And the disaster, guys, that's coming. Well, it's already here. But gonna get worse. Because it's not science. It's not the science of food. It's the propaganda of food. And they're aiming at our young people. You probably get tired of hearing me say it. But when I read an article, like I read over the weekend, I'm just doubling down on what I've been telling you. If you want good metabolic health, if you don't want to be in the 88% of the population that has poor metabolic health, if you don't want to be in the segment of the population that is obese, if you don't want to be in the segment of the big segments of the population that are diabetic or 90% of the population is pre-diabetic. They are. Come with me. Let's go to a local mall. I always tell you that. And observe. Look at people. Look at the size of people. I call it diabesity. Whether they're a diabetic or not doesn't mean they're not on the broad road leading to destruction. They are. You can be skinny as a rake and be on the broad road that leads to destruction metabolically. Some people have an enormous ability to store fat, and some people don't, that you see. And yet their triglycerides and their HDL are upside down, and they can be skinny as a rake. Because metabolically, they're very unwell. They're eating the wrong food. You don't get away with it. You just don't. People think, well, I get away with it. My uncle lived till he was 99, and he smoked cigars, drank, and ate whatever he felt like. Folks, that wasn't because he was metabolically healthy. That was because of the grace of God. People tell me about their genetics. I talked to a lady on the weekend. Oh, my parents lived till in the 90s. Yeah, but your parents lived in a different world than you do. Yeah. Your parents weren't carboholics like we are. Your parents weren't consuming near 200 pounds of sugar a year. And it's by the grace of God. I don't negate that. But I'm telling you, we live in a different world today. The world's changed. And you can see the thinking of the world when it wants you to eat meatless foods, full of soy, full of and they want us to eat grasshoppers now. Is it me, folks? My audience, is it me? Am I just overreacting when I see what the world is doing? They want us. Bill Gates flies around on his private jets, buying up apparently all the farmland, and is telling us to eat those meatless burgers, no more steak, and grasshoppers. Is it just me? Or am I crazy? I've been called worse. Does it make any sense to you? What happened to common sense? I can't get over it. Your body was made for animal protein. Your body will thrive with animal protein and fat. It will thrive because of the density of the nutrients. You need about 20 micronutrients for your body to use the best fuel. That's why when you have, guys, a steak, it's got all the vitamins in there. It's very packed in minerals. People think, well, where am I going to get my potassium? Steak. Well, yeah, but this has got more potassium. You know, banana's got more potassium than the steak. Not really. I'll tell you why. How much are you absorbing? How much is bioavailable? How does your body take in nutrients? That's the key. The key is what your body thrives on. Now, I like bananas, okay? I like them. Personally, I like bananas. But don't eat bananas for potassium. Eat a steak. Okay? Now, I love bananas. When I was a kid, you give me peanut butter and a banana, I was a happy puppy. Okay? I was a happy puppy. Peanut butter, banana. I didn't even need the bread. My mother would get mad at me. Do you have to have so much peanut butter and bananas? Look at your long arms. They're like, you're not an ape. My mother would tell me that. Okay? But, you know, guys, gals, bananas taste good. But the nutrient density, and then again, my reason for saying it, more today than ever before, is because of the world in which we live. We're carboholics. We're carboholics. Our world has gone carb crazy. And that's why I'm not, it's not that I'm against bananas. I'm telling people today, don't live on them. They're too stinking sweet. How many M&Ms? How many M&Ms would eaten a banana? Is it 49 or, I can't remember, 49 or 59 M&Ms. That's what your body thinks. That's how sweet bananas are. They taste good, though. I'll give them that. And I'm not saying you can never have one, okay? I'm not. All I'm saying is, from a nutritional standpoint, when it comes to fuel, you can't beat the animal kingdom. Now, I just talked to you about peanut butter. I like peanut butter. I do. I like it. I'm not going to tell you I don't like it. I like it. But you can't live on that. It's a plant, protein, and fat. And don't, the stuff on the shelves in the grocery stores, my word. Terrible stuff. I mean, the ones with the icing sugar and the high fructose corn syrup, and it's all garbage. Sure, it tastes good. Don't eat that stuff. If you're going to have peanut butter, have a natural peanut butter or an almond butter. I don't like almond butter. Somebody said to me, Doc, what about almond butter? I don't like it. It's probably better than peanut butter, but it don't taste better to me. Guys, the moral of the story. The moral of the story. Plant protein is not as bioavailable bioavailable, meaning it doesn't get absorbed the way animal protein gets absorbed. It's all about the fuel. And this is, guys, this is key. This is one of the reasons I talk about this so much. Because, you know, get on our private Facebook group and what are you going to read about? Well, Dr. Martin, I've been on the reset and I only lost 5 pounds. Now, where's my 5 pounds? You see it in behind my right shoulder there? You see that 5 pounds of fat? Oh, Dr. Martin, I only lost 5 pounds. Well, you want to see how big it is? You know how much 5 pounds of fat is? It's huge. But healthy weight loss is never calories. It's never calories. It's nutrients. And when you change fuels, when you go from carbs, when you go from carbohydrates to nutrient-dense food, I'll put up the reset against any other weight loss, even though it was never, ever formulated for weight loss. Weight loss is a benefit. It was never the goal. I know millions out there, they make weight loss their goal. But it's much better that you be healthy metabolically. And then the weight will come off. Let your cells at the cellular level, let them get the fuel that they really, really love. Let them supercharge themselves with high octane fuel and watch how your body responds. It's incredible. It's incredible. Because your body is really not looking for a quick fix. If your body's looking for a quick fix, it's because you have become an addict to a quick fix. When you're eating the wrong fuel, your cells will scream at you, give me more. I just burned that up so fast. I just had a carb meal or a carb snack and it went in nanoseconds. You know, I use the illustration again and again and again. Pretend you're a wood-burning stove or a fireplace. Put paper in there. Okay. Not a bad idea maybe to start your fire. But you want to burn logs. They're slow burning. And when it comes to energy and weight loss and metabolic health, your cells need to change fuels. And I am so, as I look down the path of the future, I'm not a prophet nor the son of one. But it scares the life out of me. Because what's happening to the young generation, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, they're being indoctrinated to use bad fuels for the sake of the environment and yada, yada, yada. They're being lied to. It's not true. And it's amazing the amount of pressure put on in school, on TV, on Netflix, or whatever to eat only from the plant kingdom. It's insanity. We're already bad. 88% of the population are unwell metabolically. 88%. Can you imagine? And they talked about a balanced diet. But guys, you can't have a balanced diet living on the plant kingdom. You just can't. Anywho. Okay. I'll stop pontificating for today. Okay, guys, we got a great week coming up. Okay? I didn't even get to these other stories. Now we'll bring them to you. Okay? We'll bring them to you. I mean, there's stuff here I just blows me away. That, anyway, it's something that won't shock you, but it doesn't shock me, but it blew me away because they're finally saying it. Anyway, we'll talk about that. I just whetted your appetite, I hope. Okay, so you got to tell your friends. You got to tell everybody you know to join the private Facebook group. You got to tell everyone you know to download the Doctors In podcast to their favorite smart device. I was showing a few people on the weekend how to download it. I was shocked at myself. A dinosaur showing people how they could download the Doctors In podcast. I was showing other dinosaurs. Young people, you don't have to show them. Just tell them. There's a podcast, you can download it. They know that. Okay. Guys, we love you, and we'll talk to you soon.